Alright, so hey guys, and welcome back to the part 2 video of the demo that we started before. So in this video I'm just going to explain the demo I started in the first video about the POS system that I've created for restaurant management. So without further ado, let's just begin. I'm just going to use my 4-digit login code to log into the system, after which I'm going to start from where we left last time. I'm going to start explaining some of the features I didn't in the last video. First of all, what I'm going to do is create a table number one, okay, and then we'll go to open tables and add some drinks and some food. Right, once we're done with that, we're just going to send. Since I've explained all these features here in the last video, I'm not going to explain them again. The only button that I didn't explain the last one was the pay one. So you could use the pay one to do card or cash payments. And bear in mind, all these cash and card payments are being tracked on your server check. So at the end of the day, you can give count to your manager. So I'm gonna do the total cash payment, £20, just so that we have some sales for the day. Alright, so as I showed you in the last video, the server check keeps record of all the payments, blah blah blah. I'll show you once again if you didn't watch the first video. If you didn't watch the first video, I really recommend you do, because it's got most of the features of this POS system. So it shows your name, your job role, the card payments, cash payments, and the discounts that you do, and so on. So we're gonna move now to the part we haven't seen, which is the manager panel. So if I click on the manager panel, this panel is only available to the manager, not to other people, even including the supervisor. They only have limited features on this. So imagine you wanted to see the daily sales report or how much income the restaurant's made so far during the day. You could click on daily sales report, and as you see here, it shows the statistics such as the total card payments, total cash payments, and if there are any discounts at all. Since we haven't done any discounts today, it's not showing any. It's only showing the total revenue we've made. So the other features would also include registering an employee. For example, I'm going to register a new employee within the restaurant. To do that, we need to enter a username, let's say user1, an employee level. So as you see here, level 1 stands for bar, level 2 stands for the busser, level 3 stands for the waiter, level 4 for supervisor or manager on duty, and level 5 for manager. We're just going to give this person a waiter role, so type in 3 there, and the passcode could be whatever you want to set the user. So I'm going to do 0303, and we'll register this user. After registered, it says it has been registered successfully. So we're going to test this real quick. We'll go home and log out, and we'll type in 0303. Once we hit enter, we see user 3 has been registered. Obviously he's not going to have access to manager functions such as the manager panel. So if he tries to open the manager panel, it's going to ask him for manager or supervisor password. So I'm going to have to insert my password in order for him to get access. Still, he's only going to have the MOD mode on, so only certain features available, which are the daily sales report, which we just saw using my account, and the void function for him. So that's the first feature where we registered user number 1. Now we're going to log out this account and log back into my manager account. So the second feature could also be deleting an employee. So we're going to delete user 1 that we just created, and we'll say user 1 has been deleted successfully. So now if we try logging in using 0303, it's not going to work. So I'm going to try logging in 0303, and it says user identification has not been recognized. Now back into the manager panel, we can close the system here, which means that the system's not going to be available for any more sales. This is done at the end of every day, so the reports are generated, blah blah blah. I'll show you that later. And we can also register online vouchers. So to register an online voucher, you create a promotion name. Let's say this is going to be on food. Let's say it's going to be 10% off food, right? Type in the promotion name, create a voucher code of your own. So you could say 10 off food just for the sake of this tutorial, and discount amount is obviously going to be 10. Now what's smart is that you can either select a percentage discount or an amount discount. So since we want to do a percentage discount, we'll put P here. If we were to put A here, what would happen is that the discount would take off £10 off the bill, but not 10%. So it would count as amount instead of percent. So we're going to put P here because we want 10% off, not £10 off. And FTD stands for what type of discount do you want to do? Food, total, or drinks? You can get the help for that right here as well. I'm going to click on help in a second. So we want the discount to be on food, not on the total or the drinks. So we register that voucher, and voucher has been registered successfully. If I show you help, it will show you exactly the notes you need to keep in mind. We can also delete any online vouchers that are already active, like I have here. We have £10 off main, blah blah blah. So I delete one of them, they will go off the system instantly. Like I'll delete this one right now, and it gets deleted, so we can't really see anymore. If you want to see all the active vouchers, what you have to do is view online vouchers, and you have the list of all the vouchers that you have here. So the one we've just created is going to be on the very bottom. £10 off food, voucher code 10 off food, discount amount 10, percentage, discount type is percentage off food. And then we can also, we're going to test if this voucher code works. So we're going to create a new table, table number 2, cover 1, open 2. And since it's only a drinks discount, we're only going to put through drinks. So let's put through 3 tangos, for example. And we will do a discount. So you do voucher, and then the user or the customer can give you the voucher code. You can obviously host the voucher code on your website so it can get more attention. 10 off food. And as we see here, the promotion of saving comes up. Oh wait, it was meant to be, sorry about that, it was meant to be a food discount, so I put through drinks by accident. If there is no food being put through, the total save will obviously be 0. So I'm gonna go to discount panel and remove all discounts. Only one discount can be used at a time. Put through 2 burgers and send that now. We will do the voucher 10 off food and apply. And as you see now, it's taken off 10% off the 2 burgers. So it should have been 32, it's taken off £3.2, which is 10% off the total amount on the 2 burgers. So now if we do pay and cash, do £40. Okay, go home, manager daily sales report. And as we see here, the discount count is turned into 1 and total discounted amount is 3.2. Also, the cover served and the other statistics update by themselves. You can also check your server, check to see what kind of discounts you've been doing, like this one. So moving on to the manager panel, the next feature is the really important one, stocking items. So if you click on stock items, you have the whole of the menu displaying right here under each category that you've created. So let's say we're out of stock on Pepsi. So we click on Pepsi and we select the status, in stock or out of stock. We'll select out of stock for now and we'll finish. Okay, the Pepsi is now out of stock. We'll also out of stock Diet Pepsi. We'll change that to out of stock and finish. Now if we go home and create a new table, since we don't have an existing one, 3. And now if we go to minerals, we see that Diet Pepsi and Pepsi are grayed out. And even if I try selecting them, they are not being selected, just simply because we've blocked them from the system, saying that we're out of stock on Pepsi and Diet Pepsi. This is quite a useful feature because you wouldn't have to tell each of your staff that you've run out of Pepsi and Diet Pepsi. They simply wouldn't be able to send it to the kitchen or bar. The rest of the buttons will work as normal. I'm just going to close this table for now. 0 counts obviously. Go back. And on the manager, as I told you, I would be explaining the close system button. So what this one does is it will clear all the stuff for the next day. For example, all the server check amount that you have on your system would be cleared to 0 for the next day, and it would save that report into the back office. So now I'm going to be showing you the undeveloped version of the back office with really basic features for now. If we go localhost PS1 back office. So for now we only have one user here. We can register more if we like to do so. It's a really simple look. I haven't designed it much. So what this does is, what you need to do is before you really close the system, you need to check out each and every of your employee. So you do an employee checkout for the people who have worked and have not worked as well. We go to my name. It will show the pending cash, pending card, and total payment. So what happens here is when the employee is giving the money to the manager or person in charge, the person has to calculate and make sure that this amount is matching with the cash or card that the user has. If it doesn't match, we can also do an adjust. So what the adjust does is we can take off a certain amount of the person's server check. So if we do, let's say if you do 3 here and finish, so it's an adjustment of £3 has been made to my account. You can check the server check or check out the user. So if we go to employee checkout, now we can see that this has decreased by £3 because we've adjusted it by £3. If everything's fine and you want to proceed, you just click on checkout, and then it will say my name has been checked out successfully. You can do this multiple times. It wouldn't affect nothing. These values will stay the same until you've closed the system. So that's when you essentially close the system, only when you've checked out everyone. So you have to click each and every person on the system and check them out. Check out, even if the value is 0. So now we're gonna go ahead and close the system since we've done all the checkouts and stuff. Closing system, please wait. Okay, so now the system is offline and closed. So if we click done and we log in again, it's gonna remain closed until either a supervisor or manager opens the system, because only they have permissions to open the system. Other accounts such as bar, busser, or waiter wouldn't have the priorities to open the system. Now going to the main part, which is the reports on the back office. We can check revenue sales reports from dates that we've closed the system on. Let's say done, and we'll enter the date for today, which is the 5th 0509 2018. Click on done, and as you see here, it shows the date that we closed the system on. So when the system closes, essentially saves all the reports. So now we have a report of how much cash we've made on the day, how much card payments we've made on the day, the total discounts we've had on the day, and the total sales. We also have other reports such as the discount reports, which will give you more details about the discounts you made on a specific day. For example, today's day, 09/2018. So we've only done one discount for today's day, which was of £3.20, which was done using £10 of food and by me. If we can also check out the employee checkout reports from any day on which the system was closed. The system will keep backing up data until the memory is full. So we can check our status of my account on today's day, because I haven't backed up or haven't closed the system on many other days. I can't remember the dates. So as we see, this is today's report where I've made so and so cash, so and so card, and the admin has done an adjust of £3 on my server check. So this can be seen by like the CEO of the company and stuff if he wants to check out that the manager is doing the right job. And that's pretty much it for this demo, if we click on open system again, what it's pretty much going to do is take a couple of seconds and the system's going to be open like before. So thanks for watching, guys. Please make sure to drop a like, comment and subscribe. I really need more subscribers because I'm trying to get to my target of 1,000 subscribers. Also, if you like a tutorial on this project, I'm more than happy to make it. If you like me to install it in a restaurant or even for commercial purposes, I'm more than happy to get in contact. My business email will be listed in the description. Hope I was able to help, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.